New versus old, I'm going to show you the 8 differences between the new gen Aprilia Tuono factory versus the previous gen, in this case a 2019 identical to the 2020, and the 2021 identical to the 22 Aprilia Tuono factory, including but not limited to the dashboard, the aesthetics, the engine, and a few other things. And I'll also give you my real world, no BS opinion on whether or not those changes are worth it if you're considering making the trade or considering a new Aprilia Tuono factory in general. Let's get right into it. So right off the bat, let's compare the aesthetics back to back. So I can tell you that every piece of body work, the gas tank, the headlight fairing, every piece of plastic on this motorcycle is a little different than the previous generation. So let's take a look at the headlight shape on the 2021 versus 2019. Side fairing on the 21, it kind of has this mini winglet effect. Now on the previous generation, kind of looks a little skinnier, but there it is. The gas tank is different now on the 2021. It is skinnier where it meets the rider versus 2019. They both kind of have a similar shape. I think the mid area is a little bit fatter on this one. Now let's look at the tail. Here's the 2021. Similar lines, but a little sharper on the 2021, as you see that here, compared to the 2019. I've heard mixed reviews from folks. Some people prefer the previous gen to the new. Some people prefer the new. Now let's look at the headlights. Probably the biggest obvious difference on the new one is the LED headlight. There's a lot of functions to this headlight. It's got the daytime running lights, low beam, high beam, and cornering lights, which is really cool for nighttime riding. Let's compare these DRLs to the 2019. And here is the 2019, not LED. No daytime running light, no cornering ABS, just the classic Aprilia headlight from 2009, I think. Now let's take a closer look at the 2021 headlight functions. So the daytime running lights were not on, but now they are. So the LED rings are much brighter. I think most people leave these on all the time. It also has, I think I'm gonna have to turn it on. I can't really show you all the functions obviously inside, like the cornering and the low beam and high beam, especially when the bike headlight has auto mode. Now let's talk about the dash differences. So the dash on the 2021 is much bigger and brighter than the 2019. I'll show you the 19 now. Here's the 2019 version. This one does have a screen protector, so it looks a little bit blurry. And also on the 2021, the controls are completely different. Here's the left side control switch on the 2021 versus the 2019. Now it's the left side switch that controls most of the functions naturally because the throttle is on the right side. Which leads me to the electronics differences, the APRC upgrades to the 2021. Let me see if I can lower the resolution or the exposure on my camera. There we go. So the 2021 has 6 different maps at your fingertip. The 2019 and 2020 has only 3. The ECU has been upgraded, obviously, on the 2021 to be, I think it's 4 times faster. So it computes faster, giving all of those APRC features a boost. They're smoother, more effective, safer, etc., etc. So I'm gonna save a tutorial on the dash for another video. Actually, I already shot a how-to video on a dash tutorial on this generation Aprilia. I'll upload it soon. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get that notification. Here, I'll show you a quick view of the maps on the 2021. Here is, first of all, there's a road mode and a race mode. In the road mode, you have these 3 maps: the user, which is customizable, tour, and sport. And on the race dash, you have track 1, which is customizable, track 2, which is customizable, and race, which is preset and you cannot change. So those are the 6 maps that are available on the new generation Aprilia V4s. Versus on the previous gen, you only have sport, track, and race, and that's displayed right there. I have to turn the bike on to do it on the fly, and you can't customize them with the exception of the ABS. Well, the APRC settings that you can change are the ABS, wheelie control, and the suspension control, which is sort of a customizable map, but much more customizable on the new gen. Now, one small change on the engine: they're both 175 horsepower. They both have the same torque, which is 90 something, I forget exactly. But the new generation Tuono has a red line bump of 300 RPMs to 12,800. Does that really matter? Not for the most of us who are riding on the street, but definitely will come in handy at the track. Now for the chassis differences. So you'll notice that they both have the awesome twin spar aluminum frame. They both share the same frame. Here's the 2021 and the 2019, but the 21 gets the upside down or inverted swing arm, which is lighter and stiffer for improved corner exiting and stability, versus the 2019, which looks like this. Is that something you'll notice? Kind of like the higher RPM? Probably not most of the time if you're just riding on the street, but at the track, yes, I think you'll notice, especially for those expert riders. The 2021 retained the same electronic Öhlins suspension as the previous generation. Same brakes as well. The Brembo M50s, 330 millimeter rotors. So no changes there. So I'm gonna take both of these out and give you my real world, no BS review on how they actually feel different riding on the street, which is what most of us do with these motorcycles. I already know that throttle and power delivery feels different, but I'll give you, I'll bring you along for the experience, and maybe I noticed something else, being that I'm gonna ride these things back to back. I'll also stop and capture a quick exhaust sound check so you can check those out back to back. Good thing is they both have the same Akrapovic slip-on exhaust system. They both have a race map, so that'll be fun. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that video and all the other stuff that comes through or comes my way. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.